those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes. Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes use the boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
Okay, so last part के अंदर जब मैं डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था उस टाइम पे यहाँ पे एक स्टैचू था. उस स्टैचू से हमने एक स्टोन रिकवर किया है. अब इसको चाहिए मेरी मदद वो स्टोन रिकवर करने में. जब से ट्रोल के साथ लड़ाई हुई थी हॉग्समीड में तब से ये स्टैचूज अपीयर होना शुरू हो गए हैं. तो बेसिकली इसको हेल्प चाहिए वो करने के लिए. अब देखेंगे अब हम इसके साथ जाके क्या मिशन है. ये हमें फिर अलोमोरा कर देगा अनलॉक, जिससे हम कीज की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. हम लॉक्स खोल पाएंगे, ताले तोड़ पाएंगे. यहाँ पे एक वो थी बुक थी मैंने ले ली थी. क्या पेज था एक पिछली पार्ट में ले लिया था. उसके बाद फ़ोन डिस्चार्ज हो गया था तो ना ले नहीं पाया, आगे ही नहीं कर पाया था उसके. तो अब इसके साथ साथ जाएंगे रेवेलियो. अच्छा ये तो हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कवर कर चुके हैं. ये फूफ्लेम्स बड़ी काम की होती हैं यार जल्दी से ट्रैवल करने के लिए इस गेम में. यहाँ पे हमारा नेटवर्क डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था तो
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
ताला तोड़ने वाला स्पेल. Alahomora. Oh, Alahomora किथे है? Wingardium Leviosa. अच्छा ये उसके अंदर है वो शायद.
Hello, Hamora.
हाँ सिंपल. क्या करना है? Use lunar to move this box and rotate the duels. Until both for him to release the lock. की हिसाब किताब है. क्या मतलब है भाई इसका?
You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle.
First authority figures and enemy location around. Okay. ये तो पता है.
Revelio.
Hello, Hamora.
Revelio.
किसी के भी घर में गुजारा भी है. चौधरी हो गया बहुत बड़ा. अब चलते हैं.
Revelio.
Rather poor.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Revelio.
Stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and Hyssop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him Superb. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too. That's it. This we help.
Revelio.
My venomous tentacular. Not at the moment, no. There's plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now. I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly... Hufflepuff? The Ravenclaw?
I know you must hear you need it. And Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself.
Caught you sneaking about, didn't I?
जल्दी का काम किसको होता है जल्दी का काम शैतान का होता है ठीक है
them to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff?
Revelio.
Claw?
I know when I see a winning bet.
Revelio.
लेवल 111 रॉक ये थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा मतलब ओके
Revelio.
ये सही है
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery. We are fortunate to have a student brave enough to eradicate the demiguise figurine.
ठीक है ये मिल गया अपने को disillusionment charm सॉरी अलोमोरा ब्लॉक्स खोल सकते हैं हायर लेवल के फिर आगे देखेंगे कैसे खोलेंगे टैलेंट्स 4 टैलेंट्स बढ़ा लें क्यों कहा है परचेज सक्सेसफुल प्रोटेगो ब्लॉक्स विल कंट्रीब्यूट टू द एंशिएंट मैजिक मीटर परफेक्टो प्रोटेगो तो मैं यूज़ करता ही नहीं है न्यू स्पेल सेट इज एडेड होल्ड R2 and tap this in direction to swap to unlocked spell set ये यूज़ सारे कर लो बारी बारी फिर खोल के वो नहीं करना पड़ता बच्चा है restore to his shell तो ये भी हो गया
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the 3 broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
एक और भूल गया अब इसके अंदर रख लेते हैं सारे फालतू के ये वाले डिसइल्यूजनमेंट तो चाहिए होता है लूमोस भी चाहिए होता है रिपेयर रख लेते हैं यहाँ पे ये रखेंगे नहीं कहीं पे लेवियोसो है टिपल्सो है ये है ये रख लेते हैं ये रख लेते हैं ये रख लेते हैं इसके अंदर क्या क्या है? लूमोस है, ये है, ये वाला इसमें डाल ही दिया। ये है अपना एक्सपेरियामस, ये पहले में रखेंगे। इसकी जगह हुआ और इसकी जगह हुआ। ये भी लगा रखा है। ये है, ये लेवियोसा वाला है। ठीक है।
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
इसके अंदर लेवियोसा डालता हूँ। ठीक है, ये ज़रूरी है। और ये ब्लास्टिंग वाला कर्स है ना, ये है इन्फिंगो। ठीक है, एक ये रह गया। वो बड़ी मस्त है। और ये क्या है? बम्बार्डा। नाइस। ये डिसेंडो हमें मिल जाएगा थोड़ी देर में। फिलिपिनो फोर्स ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कंट्रोल। ठीक।
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
अब अपने पास नए क्वेश्चन लॉक हो गए। ऑल भी आ लिए हैं 3-4 और नए क्वेश्चन लॉक हो गए हैं। इन द शेड ऑफ द एस्टेट आई प्रॉमिस वेस्टर्न आई वुड मीट हिम in Feldcroft. He hopes meeting something. Elf conjuration spellcraft or conjuration spellcraft. तो मिलेंगे। Deke wants to teach me how to use the nab sack to rescue magical beasts. ठीक है, check it with Deke. ओके, रिपोर्ट। ये रेस्क्यू करेंगे तो 1 लॉक हो जाएगा। ये वाला करेंगे ज़रूर। पहले साइड मिशन कर लेता हूँ इसी सेम पार्ट के अंदर आगे, और उसके बाद मेन मिशन करने चलूँगा। तो ये क्या है? रिटर्न टू मैडम कोकावा। अच्छा, कुछ साइड मिशन ये भी है। मैन बिहाइंड द मून्स, टेल ऑफ रोलैंड ओक्स। ठीक है, बाद में करेंगे। पहले हम classes पूरी कर लेते हैं। असाइनमेंट।
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time.
ये नहीं करना मेरे को।
I've been beside myself with
क्वेस्ट भी
work.
आ जाते हैं ना राइट साइड से। हाँ, यहाँ पे रहे ना क्वेस्ट। ये करनी है मेरे को।
Did you meet me in the courtyard?
नहीं, नॉट येट। पहले मैं असाइनमेंट करूँगा, स्कूल का काम करूँगा। Yeah, I think flight lessons वाली क्लास होगी.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
Okay.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
Oh my god, इतने सारे spells हो गए हैं. Repulso AQ छोड़ देता हूँ. इसकी जो है करनी. Sorry. और ये करना यहाँ पे. ठीक है. इसके अंदर लूमस तूजा और AQ आ जाओ.
There you go. Get to him quickly.
Confringo. Levioso. Glacius.
I think it's very impressive. But do continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
ओके, बस एक नया स्पेल सीख लिया. ठीक है, नया स्पेल सीख लिया इतनी जल्दी से. छोटे छोटे मिशन हैं, अब इसके अंदर बाकी और देख लेते हैं. क्वेस्ट के अंदर जाके गार्लिक का असाइनमेंट क्या है. एक्वायर एंड यूज वेनेमस टेनेक्टुला. मुझे पता कहाँ मिलेगा. मैप में टूला कहाँ मिलेगा. मैं अच्छा पड़ा अभी तो यार. पूरा अनलॉक होना है. बहुत सारी जगह अनलॉक करने के लिए. ड्रैगन भी उठ रहा है इसमें तो. दूसरा enemies simultaneously use mandrake on multiple enemies. इसके साथ साथ हो जाएगी ये भी प्रोफेसर शार्प्स असाइनमेंट एक्वायर एंड यूज इनविजिबिलिटी पोशन है मेरे पास एक्वायर एंड यूज थंडर ब्रू पोशन अगेंस्ट एनिमीज दो चीज़ करनी है ठीक है तो ये हो जाएगा उसके साथ ऑनलाइन असाइनमेंट ये कर लेते हैं अटेंड यहाँ पे भी जब है ही ठीक है डिविडेंडो क्लास कुछ करके ये कर लेते हैं क्लास कर लेते हैं इसके अंदर पता नहीं क्या मिलेगा आई थिंक वो मिलेगा डिसेंडो उसके बाद आगे चल पड़ेंगे एक मिशन कर लेंगे साइड मिशन जब मेन मिशन करने जाएंगे उस टाइम पे थोड़ा रप्ट आएगा उनके साथ लड़ाई करके कर लेंगे इनविजिबिलिटी और थंडर ब्रू पोशन दो पोशन यूज करने वो कर लेंगे एनिमीज के अगेंस्ट डरे जिम करें
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Accessing the map and pressing R3 ये सही है
Arresto momentum, the slowing charm. It allows...
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself. But I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last hour, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. Very wise. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, and that is why such futures are worth striving for. But this talk of tomorrow divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy? Excellent. I think you have it.
Repulsor! Glacier! Confringo! Accio! Descendo!
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test. Outside of the practice.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
I'm sorry. It seems now isn't the best time after all.
I sensed as much.
I didn't admit. पहले चलो यहाँ पे मैप में ऑप्शंस मेन्यू से बेटर है मैप वाला बटन दबाओ हमेशा आदत डाल लेना मैप वाले की ओके अब हमें जाना है मेन मिशन पे तो उसके लिए पहले जाते हैं वर्ल्ड मैप पे जाके पहले जाते हैं अच्छा ये क्या है टेल ऑफ रोलैंड हॉक्स ठीक है यहाँ पे जाते हैं पहले ओके अगला पार्ट करेंगे अगले उसके अंदर टेल ऑफ रोलैंड हॉक्स के अंदर मिशन के अंदर